Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today, we're jumping into r/StoriesAboutKevin. Oh, I've missed these Kevins so very much. We are diving in. We are doing the top posts of all times. It was between this and RPG horror stories. I put up a poll in the Twitch chat. Like 80+% voted for Stories About Kevin. So I suppose I just gotta go where the wind takes me. You know what I'm saying? I did want to get some RPG horror stories in here. Top posts of all time. Whatever. Maybe another day. It's gonna be just fine. What I need for right now is just some real dumb Kevin cringe. And that's what I hope will be delivered with these top stories. So, like I said, we are live streaming this on Twitch. Come through if you haven't. We'll get some additional plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this r/stories about Kevin cringe. I think I married a Kevin. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Divorce, annulment, it's not too late to get out, okay? You're gonna become a statistic, but sometimes it's worth it, you know? If you feel the need to pull the plug, then definitely pull the plug. Edit 1, hey, gold. Edit 2, I'm in top stories. Wow, humble bragging. I guess it's not a humble brag if it actually happened, but did we really need to put the edits at the beginning? Anyways, I'm... I don't want to dig it on him too hard. Let's see what it is that we got here. I may have married a Kevin. He initially doesn't strike you as a Kevin because he has a very successful career working for a government alphabet agency. I mean, that doesn't necessarily proclaim smart to me. This proclaims like a gross misuse of tax dollars. However, these are some of the things that he believes. Once this man gets a notion stuck in his head, you cannot remove it with dynamite. Have you tried? I bet you've tried. He just has like the thickest skull known to man. A pachycephalosaurus. If his mother or his teacher, Sister Mary Godzilla, told him something 50+ years ago, then that was revealed truth. And nothing could change it. Sister Mary Godzilla told him that men have one less rib than women. It has to be that way because God took Adam's rib to make Eve. So I had to show him side-by-side images of male and female skeletons in a medical encyclopedia and make him count the ribs before he believed that Sister might have been mistaken. Yeah, she's got a theology degree, not a biology degree. What do you want? She's doing the best she can lying to those kids. Shouldn't have said it, but I said it. My bad. Sister was also told that plate tectonics was only a theory. And since theory means guess, there wasn't any truth to it. What sort of school is this? Yeah, this is not working out. You know how South America and Africa look like they would fit together? Like puzzle pieces? Well, Sister told him that, that was all just coincidence.
Coincidence? I think not!
That's how the world works. It's just a big string of coincidences, isn't it? God made the world the way it was, and the bits didn't go floating around like ducks on a pond. Okay, where was the Garden of Eden? Can you tell me that? Change is the only constant in life, Sister Mary Elephant. I mean, Godzilla, whatever your name is. Theory equals guess. Also shot down the theory of evolution, the theory of relativity, and a bunch of other science things that didn't agree with the Bible. I mean, really, Kevin's just been done a disservice. Is that really his fault that he was taught the wrong things? I guess it is his fault because he's presented with the right things and still doesn't change his mind. I don't know. I'm trying to go to bat for him, but it's a little difficult. However, Kevin also seems to have come up with like a whole bunch of stuff all on his own. Oh, goody. I can't wait to plumb the depths of his mind. There can't be a volcano under Yellowstone Park because they wouldn't be dumb enough to put a national park on top of a volcano. Yeah, okay. I mean, I see the logic behind it, but also the volcano's the reason the park popped up. Everybody wants to go see Old Faithful. You know what I'm saying? This is Kevin applying logic to his world, and God bless him for it, honestly. He also said that ladies' are just inside out man, so a woman who's using a tampon has to remove it in order to pee. Oh, God. Fellas, is that gay? I'm not sure. Wow. Yeah, not really. When you burn a candle, only the wick burns. The wax just runs down the side of the candle holder. He had no explanation as to what happens to the wax inside of a candle jar. Got you there. Maybe it's time to reinspect some of these theories. If that was the case, candles would be never ending, right? You just get the melted wax and make a new candle, stick a wick in there, you're good to go. Meat is not the muscle tissue of animals, but something else called the flesh. He did not explain where the muscles go if meat is this mysterious flesh. Flesh is skin, bro. I mean, chicken skin, that's some good stuff. Deep fried chicken skin, oh, it's the guiltiest pleasure. But I don't think we're out here eating like pork skin, beef skin. Nah, this sounds gross to me. Unless we're talking pork rinds. Actually, yeah, animal flesh is pretty good. But you know what's better than the flesh? The meat. Meat also only comes from mammals. Beef is meat. Pork is meat. But chicken and turkey are not meat, nor is fish. I mean, pescatarians, is that what they call that? Where you only eat the fish or something? I guess they'd let that one slide. But chicken and turkey? Really? What is it if it's not meat? Or flesh, I guess. I'm getting a little lost here. Cows just spontaneously start giving milk once they reach adulthood. Having a calf every year to start the process has nothing to do with it. On the other hand, hens have to bang roosters before they can lay eggs. No. I just want to send Kevin down to work on the farm for a little while. Just see how it all works. He's like, these hens are laying eggs, but where are the roosters? Well, you see, we don't want the eggs to be fertilized, but the eggs can still come out even without being fertilized, okay? In order for this cow to give milk, she has to have a calf. Much like a human woman will not give milk spontaneously upon reaching adulthood. Although, don't tell Kevin that, because his mind will probably explode or something like that. That the clear button on the oven stops the timer. It does not. It turns off the oven, and that's all it does. I have made him start the timer and then punch the clear button. See? The timer is still going. He still tries to use the clear button to turn it off, and we have only had this oven for like, I don't know, 20 years? Don't trust Kevin to be cooking food, all right? He's gonna burn your house down in no time flat. Yeah, I mean, the clear button works on the microwave, right? The oven's basically just a big microwave. No, it's not, Kevin. Oh, and he goes on and says exactly that, Jesus. He says the microwave and the toaster oven are basically the same appliance. And since you can put plastic things in the microwave, well, you can put them in the toaster oven as well. Yeah, until it melts all over the place. Is he learning the hard way? He only did this twice, though, since I really yelled at him the second time. He does seem to have grasped no metal in the microwave, though, so I guess at least this is a plus. Next up, he's gonna be like, aluminum foil's not metal. Yeah, it's just shiny, but it's not made of metal. Metal foil? That doesn't make any sense. Sometimes he just has to figure things out for himself. My dad would say, you tell him and you tell him, but some folks have just got to pee on the electric fence for themselves.
Just don't whiz on the electric fence.
Take the top rack of the dishwasher, for instance. The section on the right-hand side is about half an inch wider than all of the other sections. This makes the ideal section for cups, because they just fit. And I told him this. I had him put a cup in the right-hand section and see that it just fits. I then had him put a cup in another section where it plainly did not fit. About a week later, he came to me and said, I figured out that the right-hand section's wider than the others, so that's where we should put the cups. Wow, really? You figured that out all by yourself? I mean, all this stuff, it's dumb. It's not divorce-worthy, I guess. If you can live with it, I guess I can live with it. But yeah, definitely don't trust this man around your children, okay? He's gonna be like, oh, I rolled the baby over on his face because I like to sleep on my stomach too. He's been napping for about 15 hours now. Well, Kevin's going to jail.
I'm going to jail!
Oh, that got really dark. And of course, this evening's Kevinisms, chopped is the same as sliced. What? You want chopped bread? Those are croutons, bro. He was going to a church picnic and had volunteered to bring sliced tomatoes and lettuce and onions for the hamburger. He asked me to chop all these things for him. Not slice, chop. I had to explain the difference. I mean, honestly, that's good foresight. You definitely should not trust him around knives. That's not gonna end well. 2, that the volume of a medium-sized bowl is exactly the same as that of a smaller bowl. What? How does that work? Oh, so you can stack the bowls. You don't mean like, you know, they hold the same amount. All right, maybe I'm getting a little Kevin. Maybe it's rubbing off on me right now. I don't know what's going on. This is a long-standing confusion, actually. I can't tell you how many times I explain that to save cabinet space, you put the small bowls inside of the medium bowls, which then go inside of the large bowls. You do not try to stack a medium-sized bowl on top of a small bowl. This man, who can pack a moving truck tighter than Marilyn Monroe's girdle, simply cannot grasp this simple concept. Or maybe instead of a concept, it's just a theory. Am I right? A Kevin theory. I think you just need to explain it in terms of like a moving truck, right? Pretend that our cabinet's a moving truck and you pack it as tight as possible. And then they'll be like, oh my God, I figured out that the small bowls fit inside the medium bowls. Yeah, okay, honey. They both seem exhausting to me. I mean, there are certain you gotta pick your battles, okay? If you're loading the cups on the wrong side of the dishwasher or whatever, I'm gonna let it slide, you know. What Kevin really needs is one of those, you know, shape puzzles. It's like, okay, the circle piece goes to the circle hole, and the star piece, where does that go? And he's like, triangle. No, Kevin, try again. And if he gets it done nicely, then he gets a gold sticker. Banana stickers.
The banana sticker.
I'm not going to come out and say that Kevin sounds like a high-functioning autistic because I'm not qualified to make that determination, but I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it real loud. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he does need to be met with like a little more understanding than apparently his wife is giving him, shaming him on Reddit and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I guess the marriage is working, so keep at it. How about that? And we will jump into the next story. Kevin is not the father. Oh, Maury Povich, here he comes.
You are not the father.
I know it. You know it. Kevin, just doesn't get it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why are people lying about the paternity of his child to Kevin? Somebody just needs to sit him down, tell him straight out, like, look, that kid don't even halfway look like you, all right? We are not even approaching 20%. This is not okay, Kevin. And then if he decides to love that child anyways, then God bless him, you know? But he deserves to know the truth. So if y'all read my previous post on here, I haven't. I had a high school friend who wasn't the brightest crayon in the box. The story ended with him living at his heroin-addicted girlfriend's house who got pregnant with his child, or at least that's what I thought. Oh, this story is so terrible already. I hate it. This poor Kevin, this poor child. Also, this poor woman who's obviously in the throes of addiction. Nobody's gonna win out here. This isn't gonna be a funny haha story. Why is it so upvoted? Man! Oh well, we in it now. I haven't spoke much to Kevin since he got expelled from school, and our relationship faded into only Facebook updates on each other's lives. The other day, though, I was speaking to a friend, who we'll call Sarah, that still keeps in contact with Kevin. He got brought up in conversation, mostly just laughing about the ridiculous things that he did in school, and then I asked what he was up to. Now, here's something that I didn't mention in my original post. Back in high school, Kevin vowed himself to celibacy. He did not want to bang before marriage. Also, despite how strung out his current girlfriend is, the only drug that Kevin ever used was that good old devil's lettuce. I didn't really think of mentioning it in my last post because I figured he might have changed his mind and just banged it out with his girlfriend. Oh my God, Kevin! Kevin! What are you doing, bro? Somebody need to shake him. Somebody need to tell him the truth. Lay it all down. There's nothing wrong with voluntary celibacy, okay? 100%. But you need somebody that's like, you know, okay with that, in it with you. Apparently she's not in it with you. She's not okay with that because she's going out and getting some on the side. God, I hate it. Even worse than her like voluntarily going out and getting some on the side would be like using it to pay for her addiction. Oh, this is tragic. This is horrible. Sarah, you know the baby's not even his. OP, wait, seriously? Sarah, yeah, he's a virgin. OP, confused because he posts on Facebook all the time about how happy he is becoming a father. Does he know? Sarah, shaking her head. Nope, he legitimately thinks that he got her pregnant. Sarah, let me have a moment just to see the astonishment on my face. I don't even have the words. How does he think that? What is going on here? I need more answers. We need to go deeper. She went on to tell me that when Kevin first told her that his girlfriend was pregnant, she asked him, when did he start having intercourse? Well, Kevin said he never did. However, they do perform oral. r/not how women work. Kevin believes that when his girlfriend swallowed, it impregnated her with his child. Oh, this is horrible. She let him believe that? Nobody's gonna correct Kevin? Sarah, step up. You gotta be the bearer of bad news on this one. I'm so sorry, but he deserves to know. Sarah and a few others did try to explain to him that that's not how it works, but he's either just love-struck or just... Kevin, Oh my God, dude. What? uh, this is so outside the box. I hate everything about it. Kevin, bro, put your thinking cap on. I know it's dusty. You can pull it out of the back of the closet, right? Just put it on for a minute. It's not gonna hurt, I promise. Go on Yahoo Answers. Type in how girl get poggernant. So there has been speculation that the true father is a guy who graduated a few years before us. He is black. Kevin is white. His girlfriend is white. She's about 4 months pregnant. I will update you in a few months. Oh my God. Oh my God. And we actually got the update. OP actually delivered. Oh, this is juicy. This is real juicy. Update. Wow. Y'all really want the update, and thankfully I have one. I wanted to make sure I got all my facts straight before writing this. Kevin and I have spoken a little bit, but we're not as close as we were in school. And he's a sweet guy, so I wanted to word this so I'm not completely downgrading him. He is a very sweet person, and I genuinely feel bad for him. I think we all do, OP. This is a horrible situation, downright taking advantage of the sweetness of another person, and I can't sign off on any of this. Also, it's almost midnight, and I have to get up in 5, so please excuse the errors. All right, so before I give the results... Oh, she really playing Maury Povich out here. Go ahead. All right, that's fine. Take your time. I think I need a couple minutes to drink this in first, too. I need to talk first about what has happened over the past 4 months. Kevin's mom and my dad are extremely close, and she told him that she was making Kevin take a paternity test when the baby was born. She wanted it during the pregnancy, but Kevin's girlfriend refused. Yeah, we know why. You can't dodge that bullet forever. Finally, Kevin did get suspicious by how hostile his girlfriend was being, and they got a court order. Oh, snap! At this point, Kevin had kicked her out of his apartment until he could confirm that the child was his, and she moved in with, I don't know, some random guy. Although Kevin still did provide her with money and rides, I say again, it hurts, man. I don't know all the details involving the court or the paternity test. I didn't want to be invasive, but long story short, about a few weeks ago, Kevin's now ex-girlfriend gave birth to a little baby girl. And she was white, but Kevin is not the father. Oh, so there's another dong in the mix, right? This is a mess, bro. Kevin's mom told my dad, who told me, and other friends confirmed it. I didn't want to intrude on Kevin since I know it was hard for him, but I told him that I was as sorry as I could be and tried to cheer him up a little. I don't even know who the father is. Truth is, I don't even think that his ex-girlfriend does. The ex-girlfriend still claims that Kevin is the father and he's just a deadbeat that doesn't want to be a good father. You are hardly a mother. How you gonna talk about who's a good parent or not? You think she's still on that China White? Because I do. That poor little girl, man. I'm surprised she came out without any sort of defect. God. I and a few others have called her out on her numerous lies on her Facebook posts, but then we got blocked. Kevin is slowly pulling himself back together, and I think he's doing a lot better. He definitely feels like a bit of an idiot, but he's doing good. The other day we decided to FaceTime, and he was trying to remove jam toast from the toaster with a butter knife. So, you know, there's that. I stopped him from continuing to do that. I'll tell you, man, Kevin is not long for this world, apparently. Not because he's super depressed about the thing that happened with his supposed baby mama, his not really baby mama, but because he's sticking butter knives in the toaster. Oh my God. I gotta respect the guy. He seems really nice. He seems really committed to the things that he believes, and I got a lot of respect for that. But come on, come on! How can you not know how these things work? Oh, really, I think OP should call up like Child Protective Services, get that baby out of the house. Like, look, you're an unfit mother, obviously. I am so glad we got the update. I mean, I'm as happy as I can be for it going the way that it went, but oh, it's just so heavy, man. There are no winners in this story. This was not a fluffy, light-hearted Kevin tale like I was promised. Actually, I wasn't promised anything. I just went in and pulled some top posts, but it is spicy. I'll give it that. I do realize why it is a top post. I hope Kevin gets it figured out eventually. I hope he finds somebody that will value the sweet man that he is and return to him all the love that he seems so willing to give. You know, put a ring on it. Let Kevin get it wet, right? It's about time, for God's sake. Anyways, enough about that, I guess. Encouraging Kevins to reproduce. Well, I never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. Let's carry on into the next story. My mom, Kevin. It's a Kavina. This is a really short one. My dad and I were downstairs in the living room where the landline was kept. The landline rang and my mom, 5 foot tall, chubby Asian lady, comes barreling down the stairs at top speed. The phone stops ringing. She goes back upstairs. A minute later, the same thing. Phone rings. Kavina bolts down the stairs. Phone stops. She goes back upstairs. This time, audibly annoyed by our mystery caller. Oh God, what do you want? Bet she's calling herself. After this happens for the third time in 10 minutes, we ask her, what the hell is going on? Turns out she was unknowingly calling the landline from her new cell phone. Then upon hearing the phone ring, she was hanging up her cell phone and running downstairs to grab the phone. We haven't been able to figure out why she dialed the landline number in the first place. She really just didn't have an answer for that one. Oh my God, bro. You'd think you'd see your own name on the caller ID, although caller ID might not be a thing quite yet. This is back in the ancient days of landlines. Ooh, nobody has a landline anymore. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. She's like prank calling herself, getting more and more frustrated. Honestly, I wonder how long it would have gone on if OP didn't step in. You just kick back with a notebook and record how many times she does it. But yeah, the most mysterious thing of all is what set this whole chain of events into motion, right? She's calling a number, which I guess she doesn't know is her own house number. What number were you trying to call instead? I need answers! There's no update to this one. It just is what it is. 5 years ago, r/just Kevin things. Anyways, we'll do one more story and then I'll get out of here for today. Thank you so much for listening with me this far. Let's rock this thing out. How not to ask a girl to the sweetheart dance. I think there's a lot of incorrect ways to do it. I think there's really only a few correct ways to do it, right? But Kevin, he's gonna figure out a new and exciting way to fail. Some of you are living the dream right now in high school. I don't think anybody in high school actually enjoys being in high school. But yeah, I mean, reminisce all you like, I guess. All the dances, the fear of asking that one person to said dance, friends providing all kinds of advice, some good, some bad, and some advice that was never meant to actually be considered. But this wouldn't be a story about Kevin if they followed all the good advice, right? No, this story is about my good friend Skip, who is a Kevin through and through. So was the high school thing sarcastic? I'm just gonna go with, I'm pretty sure it's sarcastic. Skip had a major crush on a girl who I'll call Sally. Sally was that girl who had all the right things. Great hair, amazing personality, and she loved it when guys were super creative when they would ask her out on dates. The more creative, the more you had her attention. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. She don't want to be with no dum-dum. Unfortunately for Kevin, well, we'll have to see how it goes. It was getting closer to Valentine's Day. Time for the dance that we called the Sweetheart's Ball. Yeah, I got a ball for you right here, sweetheart. Whoa. Shouldn't have said it. Regretted it immediately. Skip desperately wanted to ask Sally to the dance, but couldn't come up with a creative enough way to ask her. So myself and our friend were popping off suggestions while at lunch. OP, dude, you could always send her some roses and say, like, my heart would be full like these roses, in full bloom and full of life, if you go to the Sweethearts with me. Yeah, a little cheesy, but I mean, high school kids, what do you gotta do? Where do you think I'm getting all this rose money, OP? I'm gonna put a hole in that plan right now. You know how much a dozen roses costs? Friend one says, no, dude, send her a bag of M&Ms and say, like, it would be so sweet if you would go to the Sweethearts with me. Yeah, that's more in the budget range. Okay. Friend three, dude, that's stupid. Why not just pour a heart shape on her lawn with gasoline and light it on fire? Who let this guy into the friend group? What is going on? And you can say, my heart would go up in flames if you went to Sweet Heats with me. Seriously? Toilet paper, dude? No, just walk up and say, like, I'm shy and I'm bashful, but I could overcome all of this if you went to the Sweethearts with me. Don't listen to that guy. The M&M guy has it on lock, okay? OP, yeah, he's trying, but the rose thing, the budget's way too big. Come on now. I think even the M&Ms are cheaper than the gasoline, right? Especially at this point in our existence. Yeah, bro, nothing says love like a little bit of arson. Bootleg pyrotechnics. Are you kidding me? And of course he's gonna go with the flashiest one, which is, yes, lighting things on fire. So Skip, listening to all of this, had his mind clamp around one of the things that was mentioned. I'm sure at this point some of you have already figured out the one that he chose to do. This was all on a Friday. Now, none of us were actually present when Skip asked her out. However, we did see the aftermath. Here are the events that followed. Monday, Sally avoided Skip. Like he's a psycho, kind of avoided him. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Pretend it didn't happen? Yes, stay away from that kid. He's lighting things on fire. Tuesday, Skip started to behave irregular, very nervous and looking over his shoulder. Wednesday, Skip's name is called over the intercom system before classes start. Oh boy. Yeah, this prank did not go over well. Or it's not even a prank. It's a gesture of love. I was showing off my gas wealth. I was willing to share that with you, Sally. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'll burn all my gasoline. This is how much you mean to me. Yeah, he's nuts. Wednesday, about 10 minutes later, principal's office calls myself and a couple of friends. We're told to sit outside the office, but we do hear a loud conversation inside. OP, dude, what the hell did Skip do? Friend 1, dunno. Not sure how we're involved here. Friend 2, he did something stupid, I'm sure. You're not helping, friend 2. OP, dude, do you think he did the toilet paper thing? Friend 2, No, this is something bigger. Friend 1. Our names had to be dropped sometime, dude. OP. It's kind of freaking me out. About this time, Sally walks into the office, smirk on her face. Oh, Sally's a... you didn't want to go with her anyways. She's not like actually fearing for her life. She's just holding this over everybody's head. She's like, you did a dumb thing and I'm gonna punish you for it because I can. Can't you tell he's just a socially awkward dude? What's wrong with you, Sally? Sally then says, have they told him yet? All of us, totally confused. Friend 1. Told him what? That's when the door opens. Skip comes out, handcuffed. Sally, you didn't have to take it this far, Sally. Skip ain't got nothing in his life. He just wanted to ask you out. Now I'm defending the arsonist. I don't know what's happening to me, man. This is ridiculous. Skip is crying his eyes out, repeating over and over again, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It was then that Sally walks up to him, gives him a huge hug. Sally, oh, by the way, yes, I will go to the sweetheart's ball with you. I take it back, Sally. I don't know what is going on anymore. What just happened? I'm so confused. Our jaws all just drop. We are thinking, what the hell just happened? And then they uncuff Skip, and he has just as a what the hell sort of face on as well. And then the fire marshal walks out laughing. Fire marshal, it was all her idea. Couldn't refuse my little girl. However, you set fire to my lawn again, I'll kick your ass. You will come and fix it. Oh, she pranked the prank. I see what's going on here. She liked it, but she had to pretend she didn't like it, get her dad involved, put him in handcuffs, watch him cry, emasculate him, and then finally I could take him to the ball. This is really weird, man. Okay, all right. Fire marshal, and you three, stop putting ideas into his head. He'll clearly do anything you guys tell him to do. That was the day that we found out Sally's father was the fire marshal in our county. He and the sheriff gave him a tongue lashing for setting fire to his front yard with a heart shape burning in the grass and a sign by the door saying, my heart'll go up in flames if you went to sweethearts with me. It was a really good dance. We all had a ton of fun. Skip and Sally have been happily married for 23 years now. Oh, you love an ending like that. Come on now. That's gotta put a smile on your face. She one-upped him. I'm sorry what I said, Sally. I didn't mean it. I didn't have the full context of the story. Now I bet they're like a prank couple on TikTok, right? They're like, here, hold this broomstick. Haha, there's a bowl of water on the ceiling and you're gonna get wet if you let the broomstick go. Wow, good one. I never seen that one before. Honestly, I couldn't have picked a better story to end on. It's quite obvious to me why this is a top voted post of all time. I love it. I absolutely love it. So happy for Skip. So happy for Sally. She just knew that she wasn't going to find another dude that would light a fire on her lawn. Yes, it's a wild move, but sometimes you got to go to these wild extents. Please don't go to these wild extents, okay? Hashtag disclaimer. I'm not going to sign off on any of this stuff. But for some reason, it worked out for Skip. He must have had something going on, right? Was he a good-looking kid, or is she just that into arsonists? I don't know, man. This is blowing my mind. Skip definitely got at least, at the very least, some big pee-pee energy. And yes, after both of them taking it to this extent, there was no way that they weren't going to get married. It's kind of like a cheesy romantic movie, but hey, I enjoy cheesy romantic movies from time to time. So thank you so much for sharing with us, OP. Godspeed to Skip and Sally. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, friends. If you did, I hope you like, comment, and or subscribe. Maybe share the video around. It's safe, it's wholesome, it's lovely. I hope that you will. We got all kinds of links down in the description. Plugs, playlist, podcast, Spotify, iTunes, Teespring if you try to rock that merch. We also got social medias. As I mentioned, I live stream this on Twitch. We've also got Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Come on through, say hello. Sometimes I say hello back. Sometimes, I don't know. We've also got my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons, my channel members. Thank you to all of them individually. Jerry Much, as I do every video. So thank you to Sean Cantwell, Heaven Sent, Robert Thibodeau, Jackie McQuitty, Grimstripe, Train Boy, AJ Collins, Tiny Boy, Tooth Plushy, Valley, Corey Arts, Kelly Clark, Bedazzled Misery, Liquor Lush Loser, Florantic Flavor, Dungeon Bat, Billy D, Robert Waits, Carrie Sepulveda, Brandon Ashcraft, John Endors, Phantom Danica, Origami Steve, Skylar Murray, Emera, The Gypsy Barber, Fire Drake, Samantha, Death Flagship, Bearded Snake, Buy Two, Get One Hand. Heading over to Patreon, I would also like to thank Miss Black, Dark Luscious, Harley Hohen, Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Chase for Blue Kraken, Roxanne Wolf, Sip Jerry, Conrad Inge, Captain Clown Jerry, Aaron Jerry, Deku, Esteban, Origami Steve, Santa Jerry, Silent Revolver, PCB, Fluxer, the Jerry of Industry, the original Jerry, Ravencraft, Nick Jerry, Destiny Piper, Jerry Kitsune, Salty Wizard, a very tired Jerry, yeah, I feel that, a Justy Jargonian Jerry, and Frankenberry, ain't that a hiding bitch though, Assassin Belt Jerry, Aurora Wildheart, Baby Jerry, Bailey Joy, Peter Jerry, Benji and the Jets, Billy D, Bitch Kremlin, Blade the Hero, Bronze Kraken, Catholic Jerry, Commander J Tank, Dr. Lux, Aaron Era, East Mars, Frozen Over Studio, Fire Drake, Get Duet, the Doodles, Commission Open Note, Hadrian BR, Inquisitor Jerry, Irish Pirate, Iron Olive, Irradiated Jam, JM Coon, Jerry Smith, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, Jerry Maya was a bullfrog, John Hero, John Cahill, Crowley, Kelly Kraken, Lady Awakening, Glitch in the McGurk, Miss Monday, Lord Jerry-O, leader of the Thunder Jerrys, Luke X was a race car driver, he was a good friend of mine, never did win that chicken flag, but I heard him drink his wine. I don't know how the rhythm goes, it's fine, like and subscribe. Well, Lady Nick, Smeldar the Destroyer, Mental Factor, Needless King 89, Paragon Soul, Phantom of the Pines, Jerkins and Jerry Beth, Queens, Quaaludes and Quagmires, Rose, Jerry Miller, Sarita the Lolita, Saucy Octopus, Scarlet Kevin, Sergeant Gate Cop, Bringer of the Law, Silo Wimp, Steampunk Ellie, Stephanie Goodness, After Broomstick, Brilliant Tomato, Tapioca Balloon, the Gypsy Barber, the Italian Greyhound Dino, the Little Sue, who are you Fusky, trying to find another bottle to get back in the real world. You probably want to blow into that balloon now. This is a sticky balloon. Vanguard Angel, VC3, Viking Jerry, Void the Comet Destroyer, Wiki Tech, Zephanic Gargoyle or Clay, Commodore Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, but he is though, Cage Alex 9, Redwind, Bad Penny Lane, Naga Viper, Saint Blessing, Third Stuff, Venom Jerry, Wasabi Jerry, Jace Christensen, One Leg Jerry has returned from battle. Oh, salute to you, a normal Jerry. I got what's next? We got popcorn, savory, and chocolate pretzels, chips, no Doritos, and soda, no Mountain Dew. Any takers? I need my Doritos, son. Admiral T-Tech, Ever Alder, another stupid hipster, Atomic Jerry Zilla, Breaker of the Tom Army, Bartender Keelia, Big Dad Wolf, Broken Spine Horseradish, Cake Jerry, the original, different Jerry, California Jerry Go, Shepherd 7 Lock, Chicana Panda, Corey Does Art, sometimes, Cowbug Cody, Cryptides, the Fod Jerry, Dr. Tuna, Dilf Jerry, Dopamine Day Jerry is, Dwarfy Dude, Dwarven Ramsey, half the calories, all the hate. Is that a throwback to the stories about Kevin with Supermarket? That's beautiful. Ghost of Alpha, Greymon 365, he cannot. Hydra Jerry Soul and Janitor Jerry's roaming the streets of Finland, hunting down the Rudo headband. Jasmine, Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia, Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's, we have the apocalypse. Jerry, vote 2 S's and an E. Jerry Springer, the results are in. You are not the neckbeard. Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom has got it going on. Jerry Alder Rivera, Jerry Roxers, Jerry Roleplaying Game, Keaton Tails, Kid Marvelous, Kidsikin, Lucia Lovecraft, Machia CD. Maybe next time, Milkfed Gift, Miss Duchess, Mr. Gas Mask, Not Invisible Angel, Raptor X, Selden Dark, Sky Mara, Ravenswood, Smeg Mobile, Greg set Jerry, getting that cheese. God. Thanks, I hate it. Snob Jerry. That's Snary if you didn't know. Spoonie the Rogue, Spoop is Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, the original Jerry. They call me Jerry Two Knives. Jerry Pie. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Do it for the Jerry and beyond. Unkale. Throws 2 liter Mountain Dew. Grow my neckbeard, grow. It's Jerry time. Holds ReddX Morpher. Hygiene. It's Jerry time. Holds ReddX Morpher. Humility. And thank you to my $1 patrons as well. Bless up all the Jerrys and not Jerrys alike. If you can afford to support, that's huge. If you can't, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoyed today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos. Please. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it. I will see you in the next one, and until then, friends, bye-bye.